Today we're going to slow cook a whole chicken in a crock pot. So stay tuned for that. But before that, welcome to this channel. This channel is called Food Chef, and in this channel we discuss everything that's gonna make your life a little bit better and a little bit healthier. But now let's get back to the chicken. Because of the chicken is going to cook for many hours, we want to add as much as a flavory things as possible, and we're going to add a lot of them because they're going to be here in the crock pot for maybe 6 to 8 hours. So today we're going to use some carrots, some spring onions, some red onions, some tomatoes, some garlic, even some ginger and chili. We have some black peppers and we have some salt as well. So let's start to chop up all these things. These carrots, they have the skin on them, but I think that will actually add some extra flavor, so we're going to leave it. But we are going to cut off the ends and cut it into smaller pieces. It don't have to be very small because it's going to be cooked for many hours, so it doesn't really matter. So let's chop. The next thing is the spring onion, the same as the carrots. Just cut it into quite big pieces. Next thing, red onions. Just peel off the dry, hard outer skin. And here you can use more or less any flavoring you wish, any seasoning. So it's a little bit up to you what you have and what you got and what fits your diet. If you want to go really crazy, I would recommend go for butter, bacon and chorizo. That's a deadly combination. It's so good, but it's a bit heavy on the fat and calories, so we're not doing that today. And now my eyes are tearing up as well. It's not because I'm thinking of the bacon, it's because of the onion. But yeah, we're going for some tomatoes as well. Same thing, just cut it into quite big pieces. Oh, was a strong onion, this one. And you can see we are getting quite a lot of different vegetables and so on. And I will be add some really good flavors to the chicken. And as I said before, you could just go for whatever you want. Next up is garlic. And I would say here, just go a bit crazy because it will be cooked for so long time, so a lot of the taste will be cooked away anyway. So don't be afraid to add some extra. I think I will go for a whole garlic, or maybe, yeah, I think we'll take some extra there as well, yeah. So 1.5 garlic, that's good for this kind of big chicken. So just peel it off. It doesn't have to be super nicely peeled. Just take off the biggest pieces. Here is the garlic unpeeled. And now just take the side of your knife and just smash it a bit. This will let the flavors get out more easily. And I think it's much faster than chopping them up or pressing them. Okay, so that was the garlic. Next out is the chilies. And as with the garlic, go a bit crazy. Don't hold back. I have to say this is not very strong, so if you have very strong chilies, maybe be a bit careful, but this one is not that strong, so here you can just add as much as you want. One thing that's really nice with chilies is if you let them be on a dry place, they actually dries up. So this one's just a couple of weeks looked like this, and now it's all dried up, and the flavor is more or less there still, so you can just add them in as well. So this could be a nice way to always have some chili at home. Okay, last seasoning will be some ginger. The ginger adds a lot of nice taste, but it's not very good to kind of chew. So here I want to have quite big pieces, so it's easy to get them out afterwards. With the other seasoning things we have added, I think it doesn't really matter because they are all good cooked as uncooked and you could just eat them. But ginger isn't that delicious to eat in pieces. So we go for quite big pieces here. Something like this will be easy to find afterwards and to take out. So yeah, the last thing, a lemon. I think we'll go for only a half lemon, so we will cut it in half. And now we don't want any of the skin or the white skin, so we need to take that off because it adds a kind of bitter taste, and that's nothing we want. So be a little careful here to cut off any peel, so don't leave any peel, and also try to remove the seeds. So we just want only the flesh of the lemon. And as with everything else, we cut it into pieces. Something like that. And we add it to the pile of every other goodness. So yeah, so that was the seasoning part. So I will open up the chicken and I will see you in a minute. Okay, so now we're ready to start the cooking process. One thing is that could be good to know is that a whole chicken contains a bit more fat than just chicken fillet or chicken breast. So a chicken breast is very lean, but a whole chicken is about 14% of fat. But the most of the fat is actually in the skin, and that is something you could take out afterwards if you wish. But it's also good to know that the skin is full of collagen, and that is really good for your skin, and as well as your joints and other parts. So if you get any pains while you train a lot and so on, heavy squats and so, it could be good to get some collagen in, and that's why you probably want to leave the skin. So I would really recommend it. The broth that we're getting out of this is also really good. We often use this to make some ramen or some other nice soups. So be aware, it's quite high in fat, but it's really good, and it's a good base to other things you maybe want to cook up. So we're going to add some olive oil to the pot just to make the vegetables and the chicken not to stick. So we're going to do that first, just a little bit, and then we're going to add some of these nicely cut vegetables, like a bed for our chicken, so it will sleep well for almost 8 hours. And then we take the chicken, and this is a little bit strange, but if you open it up, you can actually fill it with some good tasty things. So we're going to do that. Just get in there, push in as much as possible, and then we add the chicken to the pot, push it in so it fits quite nice, and then we're going to add some salt, quite a lot of salt actually, so you can more or less cover the whole chicken with a thin layer of salt. And we add in some black pepper as well. And then we're going to add the rest of the vegetables. And here you have to kind of squeeze it in and fill every spare space you got. So you just have to kind of find the room for it. It will be a bit overfull, but when it cooks, it kind of goes down, so it I think it will be good. So there we have it. I'm going to start this crockpot now, and we're going to leave it. We're actually going out for a bike ride in this nice weather. When we come back, we will see you and the crockpot, and hopefully we will have some nicely cooked chicken. And as you can guess, it's a really nice way to have something. We haven't used a lot of time to prepare this, and it will cook more or less by itself when you can do any other activity you want, and you can come back and you have a nicely cooked chicken. And it's sad because you will not smell it, because I know this will be amazing. So yeah, I think you should, if some company will sell you some stocks on a video smelling solution, invest in that, because it will be something. I can promise you, will be amazing. So yeah, so see you here back in for you a minute, for us a couple of hours. It has been about 7 hours now, and it's starting to smell, wow, delicious. So I think we are going to just try the broth first, see how that is. Smells very, very good. A bit hot. Yeah, very, very good. You can taste the garlic, the chili, the onions, but they are very balanced, and you don't have this kind of stingy, edgy thing going on. It's really harmonic and well balanced, so it tastes very good. So I think the chicken is ready. We're actually going to try to pull off a leg and see if it goes. If it goes, it's done. Yeah, no problem at all. So I think we will save this little leg because we're going to try it. But we are going to do one thing first. I have preheated the oven because the skin here now is filled with mushy, what do you call it? A little bit too soft, it's not crisp. So I'm going to remove some of the broth, and then we're going actually to add the whole pot in the oven, and we are going to grill it off to get this nice and crisp skin, the crispy chicken skin that we want. So just remove some of the vegetables and some of the broth so we don't burn them. So something like that, I believe, is good enough. And we are going to turn this off straight into the oven. So we just take out the pot. And then we are going to change the oven to grill, and I think it only will need a couple of minutes to get a really nice crispy skin. So in the meantime I can try the chicken, and as you can see, it's really soft and easily losing from the bone. Really good, really good. So today we're going to have this with just a little bit of rice and some of the vegetables that we have cooked it with, and I think that's a perfect meal just there. Maybe doesn't look that good, but I will promise you it's really good. So now we can see that the chicken is really golden, and that skin is really crisp. So we have to take it out. Be careful, because this is really hot. But look at this, wow. So I think we are done. This is a nice, good looking chicken. So thank you very much for watching. One last thing, I think I'm going to make a ramen soup of this broth. So if that's something you would like, please leave a comment below. And I thank you very much for watching. A like, subscribe is always appreciated. So in the meantime, see you in the next one.